Hello friends, this is the second video in the three-part series on Greek adjectives. And first of all, I want to congratulate everyone with a small achievement. This channel just has passed a small milestone of 300 subscribers and we are quickly growing. And it's not just my achievement, but it's everybody's achievement. Thank you for making this great community of learners. Thank you for your feedback, your suggestions, your comments. I always appreciate everything you do for me and for the gift of your support. And this is why I'm here. I'm dedicated to create more good quality videos for everyone who wants to learn biblical Greek. So now let's quickly go to the sponsor of this video. The sponsor of this video is the Greek For All Vocab app, the best app to learn biblical Greek words. There you can learn new words by part of speech or frequency. It has intuitive design, beautiful illustrations, it has pronunciation for all the words, and overall it has a nice feel and it's easy to use. You can test your words at any time, pick short or long quizzes and see your results instantly. You can check your progress and see how you do, your strong areas and the weaknesses. It's constantly getting upgraded and improved. The link to the app is in the description box below. Go check it out and thank you for your support. In this video we're going to talk about the predicative use of Greek adjectives. This is the second video in this series. If you haven't watched the first video on the attributive use of adjectives, the link is in the description box below, so check it out as well. And now let's go and explore this lesson. The easiest way to explain the term predicative or predicate is to relate it to the verb to be. So to be, and usually in the text it is written as am, is, or are in the present tense, and it could be was or were in the past tenses. So usually what stands in front of this verb is called subject, and what is written after this helping verb is called predicate. Predicate. Okay, so if after these verbs we will have an adjective, this adjective will be the predicative adjective. Let us take a look at these examples. An idea is interesting, the man is strong, trees are tall, and that woman is beautiful. As you can see in all of these examples, we have the verb to be written in its various forms, and what stands after it is an adjective. So these adjectives are the predicative adjectives, and these nouns are the subjects. The difficulty is that in English this verb is always written. In Greek it is often omitted. So you need to recognize that your adjective is predicative and you need to insert this verb between a noun and your adjective. So how do we know that our adjective is predicative? The answer is simple. It does not have an article. Let's take a look. So the adjectives which do not have an article and they modify a noun, they are considered to be the predicative adjectives. So remember, no article means predicative. Let's take a look at these two examples. Agathos, hologos, the word is good. And hologos agathos also means the word is good. So let's take a closer look here. Agathos is our adjective, which means good. And then we have a noun logos, which means word. And this is our definite article. So as you can see, our adjective does not have an article, and this adjective connects to this noun and this article. They agree in gender, number, and case. This is why we know this is one construction here. So as you can see, our adjective does not have an article right here, so it is a predicative adjective. We need to insert the verb to be in between a noun and the adjective. So this is the verb to be, which we insert right here, and we write the adjective on the other side. So the word would be our subject, and this is our predicate. This is our predicative adjective. So the word is good. And here we have the same construction, just the word order changed. But again, our adjective agathos, good, does not have an article. So it is a predicative adjective. We insert the verb to be in between the noun and the adjective. So the word is good. So you need to see a clear difference between the predicative adjectives and attributives. The attributive adjective would be the good word, but the predicative, the word is good. Now let's take a look at the few examples in the Bible. And the first example which we will look at today is from the 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 9, where we read pistos ho theos, and we translate it as God is faithful. So how do we come to this translation? Why do we translate this phrase as God is faithful and not a faithful God or the faithful God? And first we have our adjective pistos, which means faithful, and then we have our noun theos, which means God. This is our noun. It has the definite article, but our adjective does not have any article. So this is the predicative adjective, and we need to insert the verb is between this noun and our adjective. So this is how we come to God is faithful. The second example comes from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 2, verse 25. It reads, Kai ho anthropos hutos dikaios, and the translation is, and this man was righteous. So how did we come to this translation? Let's see. The word kai means and. So and ho anthropos means the man. And the word anthropology comes from this word. Anthropos means man. Hutos is a demonstrative pronoun, which means this. So this construction is one unit, which we could translate as this man. So and this man. And then we have our adjective dikaios. Dikaios means righteous. All right. Righteous. And as you can see, this adjective does not have any article, no article right here. So this is a predicative use of adjectives, dikaios. And we need to insert a verb to be in between this noun and our adjective. And this is what we receive. And this man was righteous, was righteous. This example is very similar to the first one, pistos de hotheos, but God is faithful. The only difference from the 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 9 is that here we have the word de, which means but. But again, we have our adjective pistos, and as you can see, it has no definite article, so we need to insert the verb to be in between this noun, hotheos, God, and our adjective pistos. And this is what we have in our translation, but God is faithful. So please do not translate this attributively. Pistos, hotheos cannot be translated as the faithful God. If we would have the article right here, for example, like this, hopistos de hotheos, it would be the faithful God. But because we do not have the article, we translate it, but God is faithful. And this is a beautiful example from the book of Revelation. Let's read. Aletinai kai dikaiai hai kriseis su. The translation, true and the righteous are your judgments. So as you can see, we have two adjectives, aletinai, which means true, and dikaiai, which means just, which means righteous. And here we have hai kriseis, and this noun connects to these adjectives. As you can see, they share the same endings. This definite article, hai, is the same, so it shows that this noun is connected to these adjectives. So hai kriseis means the judgments. This is the feminine noun, nominative plural. So the judgments, su, this is a personal pronoun, which means of you, or simply your judgments. So hai kriseis su, your judgments, and true and righteous. So we look at these two adjectives. None of them has a definite article, so these adjectives are in the predicative position. We need to insert the verb to be in between these adjectives and this noun, and we insert in this example the verb are, because our adjectives are plural, our noun is plural, so plural form is needed right here, and we receive true and righteous are your judgments. In some of the English Bibles, we can see that this noun is switched with these adjectives, and you can read your judgments are true and righteous. So in this example, I have chosen a literal translation. So true and righteous are your judgments. And our final example comes to us from the letter to Romans, chapter 7. I think this is one of the best texts to review the predicative adjectives. It has 4 adjectives, and all of them are in the predicative position. So let's read. Honomos, hagios, kai he entolai, hagia, kai dikaya, kai agate. And the translation is the law is holy, and the commandment is holy and righteous and good. So I think by now you already got the feel of how we translate the predicative adjectives. So let's look at this first part right here, honomos, the law, and then we have our adjective, hagios, which means holy. So we can see that it has no definite article, so it's a predicative adjective. We need to insert the verb to be in between this noun and our adjective, and we insert the verb is right here. So we receive the law is holy. If we look at our constructions right here, this is the second example, second line, hologos agatos, the noun with the article, this is what we have here, and then the adjective without the definite article. So we translate it predicatively, the law is holy. Please pay attention, it is not the attributive adjective, there is no definite article here, so we cannot translate this phrase as the holy law. It would be a mistake. It is not the holy law, it is the law is holy. Now let's continue. Kai he entole, and the commandment. This is the definite article, which is feminine. This is the masculine definite article. As you can see, they are different, and we learn these definite articles and the adjectives in the lesson 5 of my video course of Greek grammar, the Greek quest. The link in the description below. And entole means the commandment. This is a feminine noun, the commandment, and then we have a series of 3 adjectives. So here again we have a feminine adjective, hagia, and this is the masculine form of the same adjective, holy, holy. And then we have 2 other words, and dikaya We have seen this word before, dikaios, which means righteous, which means right. Here we have a feminine form, and agate. Agate, we see this word right here, agatos, the masculine form for the masculine noun, and here we have a feminine adjective for the feminine noun, because we remember that our adjectives, they need to agree with the noun they modify in gender, number, and case. So gender, they are all feminine, and this one is masculine for this masculine noun. So this is how you learn the adjectives. You learn their stem, you learn their root, and then the endings will be different. So, but if you learn the stems, you will be able to recognize these adjectives. So none of these three adjectives have a definite article. As you can see, nothing is here. So all three of them are in the predicative position. We need to insert right here the verb to be to separate our subject, this noun, the commandment, and these adjectives. And this is what we see in our English translation. The verb is. So we receive, and the commandment is holy and righteous and good. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to this channel to receive more videos like this. And if you want more of the biblical Greek grammar, please consider to enroll into my online video course of the biblical Greek from Alpha to Omega. It will take you from the alphabet and will lead you along the way until you are able to work with the Greek texts by yourself and translate them on your own. And this is another reason why you should subscribe to this channel, because when we reach 500 subscribers, I'm going to run a short promotion just for the YouTube community, so you can get that video course with a discount. So subscribe so you don't miss that promotion, and we can get quicker to the 500 people mark. Now I just want to thank you for being here, for your time, that you watched this video until the end, and I wish you all the best, and I will see you in the third video of this three-part series on Greek adjectives. We are going to study the substantive use of adjectives. All the best.